The Pride Podcast Productions.
You're good enough for Detroit.
But he can't bear what comes from the
Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and three toes. I will beat your ass.
Here comes that pressure. Mayfield in the middle. It's intercepted. It's Derek Barnes. Seattle's got to make a stop. Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to throw it back to Goff. Who had that on the bingo card? And a second. Oh, here's a little trickery. St. Brown back to Goff. Lee Flicker's got Laporta wide open. Sam Laporta foot race towards the end zone. Diving touchdown. Unreal. 52 for the win. It is just good. Just inside the upright. Jake Bates, hometown hero. And the Lions have come all the way back. Here comes the heat. It's Hutchinson again. Number 3, the hat trick for Aiden Hutchinson.
Blocked there by Zylstra. It's caught by Jamison Williams. There he goes. Foot race with Miller. Foot race with Savage. That is 6 for number 9.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Pride Podcast, episode 404 on the Blue Wire Network. I am your host, Tyler Joe, my main guy, as always, Mr. Malcolm Hart. Malcolm, how we feeling?
Ooh, man, let's fucking go, man. Another Lions dub, man. Man, I'm excited, man. Let's go, man.
Yeah, I think this game kind of went what we kind of expected to go. Like, maybe a little ugly in the first half, maybe ugly, like you're not going to have the big pop plays. Cleveland's a very good defense, but overall, this is a game the Lions should win. This is a game the Lions should win convincingly, and that's exactly what the Lions did, man. The defense balled out, and, you got a final score of what it ended up being 34-10. I mean, I feel like that's pretty close to what we said. I think I predicted 27-10. Like, that was the final score I had, so very close to that if they didn't get that last-second touchdown to Amon-Ra. But, yeah, let's start off. Let's go with this offense, because I think that's the story here, right? Because you had this Detroit Lions offense, you had this Cleveland Browns defense. That was the big test here. How is the offensive line going to perform? How is Jared Goff going to perform? What did you see in this game that impressed you, or just overall takeaways from seeing this Lions offense versus this Browns dominant defense?
I mean, the Browns, they're a tough defense, man. What impressed me the most is, like I said, how Goff played. He did make some mistakes this game, but overall, he was still calm. Even when the pressure was there, he was still able to get the ball out. I was impressed. I was impressed by the offense and for them to be able to perform against this defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we said, man, like the numbers are not going to look like, they're not going to look phenomenal, right? Because this is a tough defense, and that's something we gave credit to going into the game is this Cleveland Browns defense is going to be, they're going to be annoying, right? It's going to be teams that cause pressure. They're going to get after your quarterback. I thought overall, though, I mean, Jared Goff did not get sacked at all in this game, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a big goal. It's like, hey, man, if you can keep him clean for the most part, that's a great job. And the Detroit Lions offensive line, a couple penalties there, but overall kept Jared Goff clean. There were some pressures, obviously, but like that's expected to be with this Browns defense. And they're going against Myles Garrett. Like you're not going to have a pitch perfect game. And overall, I think they stayed the course and played their game, man. They said they want to run the ball. And they said they want to pass the ball, and I thought they did both things pretty well, right? Like the Lions or the Browns took out David Montgomery out in this game pretty early, 9 carries, 12 yards. But Jahmyr Gibbs, I told you, man, they have the two dynamic backs. It's hard to stop two completely different style backs that are both elite. And we saw in this game, Jahmyr Gibbs, 15 carries, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. Like that's a really good day. The best running back performance any team has had against the Cleveland Browns. And it's a different style back, man. It's really hard to game plan for both backs and just this offense in general. And, we saw that in this game. As the numbers are not going to look great overall, but they did what they had to do on offense, and it was enough, right? And I thought they played a very good executed game. And that's what you want versus Cleveland Browns team, because it's hard to score points against this team. And 34 points, you're never going to take that for granted.
Yeah, so it looked like John Moore was right about against the Browns, never seeing an offense like this because so far against the teams that they played, we gave them the most trouble offensively. And they had no, like you said, they had no answer for Gibbs. I mean, Gibbs, he started off slow, but he started finding those holes and or bouncing off to the outside, and they just couldn't keep it with that speed, man. Gibbs is a different type of back.
Yeah. What do you think about this passing game? I mean, Jared Goff's numbers are not phenomenal. 168 yards, 6.2 average, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 86.7 quarterback rating. Overall, what do you think of Jared Goff's day?
I think it was enough. And the reason why I say that is because there was a few drops. And there was a player that did it. If he didn't drop those balls, man, Jared Goff numbers would be looking way better than it looks right now. But other than those drops and the one crazy ass interception he threw, I think he performed well, man. Like I said, I'm impressed with Jared Goff as far as him handling pressure and him moving around the pocket, just trying to making enough time to find a guy, or just getting rid of the ball and not taking that sack or not making that stupid plays. But that's what I was impressed with as far as with Jared Goff and the offense and the offensive line in general, playing against this very, very, very tough defensive line of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like whenever they needed a play, they got that play. Like whenever they needed a big first down, they were able to get it. When they got in the red zone, I feel like pretty efficient getting into touchdown. Like just an efficient day overall offensively. And, it's kind of like we said all day and like all season long, right? It's like we know this offense can be really dominant. It's hard to game plan. And when you're able to score 34 points, and granted one of them came off a punt return, like that's a good day at the office, man. This is like one of the better defenses you're going to see all year, if not the best defense you're going to see all year. And, they were able to comfortably win lead all game and then obviously end up winning that game. Like there was never really a point where it's like, this could be going Cleveland's way. I felt like all game from start to finish, the Lions were comfortably, leading, and there was never really in jeopardy where like I thought, hey man, this could get a little scary. I thought they played the course and both sides of the ball against the defense a little bit, but the offense was just very, very efficient and taking what Cleveland was given. And I thought they did a very good job with that.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, no. I mean, offensively, you didn't get any worries. Now, I would say in that first drive with Cleveland Browns, when they first drove the ball, and they made that touchdown very easy, it was like, okay, if we don't make adjustments, this could be a long one. But besides that, other than that, very comfortable game for the Lions.
Let's talk about the defense now, because I think that's the impressive performance here. Only giving up 10 points, able to get pressure on Flacco pretty often. Yeah. Looking at this Detroit Lions defense, outside the first drive, and I feel like that's been a trend so far in this first month of the season. Look at these first 4 games. I saw a stat on Fox. They've given a touch on every single drive on the first drive of the game. But it seems like after that, they adjust pretty well. And that's a big kudos to Calvin Shepard. And that was like my big gripe on Aaron Glenn, the previous regime on the defensive staff. Is like, Aaron Glenn can come in with a phenomenal game plan, and most nights he was going to come with a good game plan. But if he didn't have that, perfect execution game plan in practice and going into the week, it's usually going to be a rough week for the Lions defense because they're just not a team that adjusts very much in game. And today, like we saw today, Cleveland gets that touchdown. They get the early lead 7-0. After that, defense completely held down, getting pressure on Joe Flacco consistently, causing turnovers. Just flying around, man. It's been really fun to watch this defense all year. I mean, after the Green Bay game, after that first half, I think they've been really, really efficient every other quarter since that first half in Green Bay, his defense.
Yeah, they played the Browns really well, man. I mean, we talked about the Browns offense pregame. It wasn't the best offenses in the league, but they still, after that first drive, they were able to pretty much lock them down. And it pretty much take almost everything away. So the defense really stepped up, holding them to 10 points. It doesn't matter which NFL offense it is. I mean, it's an NFL offense, and you hold it down to one score, one kick, one field goal. So that's kudos to Coach Shepard and his defense.
The big thing is, and Dylan Smith mentioned in the comments already, is like now we just kind of got to go through the waiting game. What's the injury updates here? Because we had 2 pretty big injuries in this game. We don't know about Terron Arnold. Kirby Joseph went down, came back in the game, then got hurt again, but kept playing, which was good. DJ Reed, that's a scary one right now because he had to get the card out. And right now, I mean, this was already not a great Lions cornerback room. and you may have potentially lost 2 guys. We don't know the severity yet on both of them yet, but at least on DJ Reed, it didn't look very promising. Having to take heart out and obviously being animated, not being happy with what happened.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about the Lions, I mean, no injury is a good thing, but as far as the positive with the Detroit Lions, is they do have a lot of experience in that cornerback room. They got Rock Ya-Sin, who has starting experience in the league with his time in the being in the NFL, and you still have Malik Robinson, who's probably the second best corner on our team right now.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to be okay. If those guys, if DJ Reed or Terrion has to miss some time, I think we're still going to be okay. It just depends on how long that time, of them being out is. But because of the experience I think we have in the cornerback room, I think we'll be okay.
I think it could hold down for a couple games, but I mean, if this is a long-term thing with DJ Reed or Terrion, let's say more specifically DJ Reed, because that one looked more serious in my opinion. If Reed's a long-term injury, yes, they have experience. I just don't know if this is the group you want to go the rest of the way, because we still have 12 more games left in the season, 13 more games left in the season. Like, that's still a lot of football left. We just got through the first month of the season right now. That could be something where I think the Lions could look to go upgrade from the outside. If this is something serious and they think it could be something that, he has to miss significant time, Amik Robinson's a viable option. I think that's completely fine. Rock Ya-Sin has starting experience, like you said. But after that, the depth gets really, really shaky if one of those guys get hurt or one of those guys gets down.
That's
and
true.
So, obviously you're not going to be prepared to have 4 starting corners. So, it makes sense, what the depth is right now. But if this is something serious with those guys, that's something you could look to potentially go out there on the outside market, and maybe Brad Holmes has to go make a move and bring a guy that has experience of starting, not just bringing anybody that's just sitting around right now. Maybe go get a guy that's ready to step in right away, because that would be a really big loss, because I thought DJ Reed, especially the last 2 games, has really been coming to his own, been really, really good for the Lions. And if he's able to miss time for this team, that would be a big, big loss right now for that defense.
Yeah, he played very well, man. Especially that interception that he caught today was really nice. I don't know, man. I don't have much faith in Brad Holmes bringing in a guy like that. You know how I feel about Brad Holmes making mid-season trades, and so Brad Holmes believes in his guys. He's always been like that. I mean, I don't know. I have to see it to believe it. For him to make a big move to get a big-time cornerback starting ready, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll see.
It's a big wait and see. We have to see what Reed's status is. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. I mean, if he has to miss a couple of games, it is what it is. But if we're talking months, I just don't know if this depth could hold up the rest of the way. And we talked about this matchup in specific versus Cleveland, right? You're not playing the marquee matchup receivers, right? There's not that true guy that really necessarily scares you, but you're getting in some matchups in the future that you're going to play some superstars. You're going to play some superstar receivers. And, for a team that has Super Bowl aspirations, I just don't know if you could roll with this current group right now and not make any moves. But like I said, it's too early to tell right now. We don't know the status yet. We just got to hope for the best for both those guys, Arnold and DJ Reed. But let's go back into this game, talk about this defense overall. Pass rush, this was a weak offensive line. They're missing both their tackles in Cleveland, missing Jones and missing Conklin. And that pass rush, man, just consistently getting pressure on Joe Flacco. I thought that was very, very impressive. It was a matchup I really liked coming into it, but actually seeing it happen on the field it's a different thing. Thinking something's going to happen and actually seeing it is completely different. And having the Lions live up to the expectation of this game and doing what they had to do is phenomenal, man. That's a great sign going for this defense.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see the pressure numbers when they come out. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty high number. We did get 3 sacks on Joe Flacco. Should have been more. But like I talked about earlier in that pregame, that Joe Flacco does a good job getting the ball out when he does feel that pressure. He's not like those guys that just holds onto the ball and it allows them to get sacked. So we did get 3 sacks on Joe Flacco. Probably pressured him a ton. The Lions defense, I mean, the only thing I didn't really understand is that Muhammad didn't get much snaps as I thought he should. It looked like they really rotated him on 3rd down. I'm not sure if he was hurt
And
Yeah,
Nowoski, yeah.
yeah.
He was on the injury report in the week, so maybe that could cause some play. Like they're looking more long-term, big picture here because Al-Qadun's been obviously really big for this team so far. So maybe that's something they're looking big picture is like, hey, we can conserve his snaps a little bit and still be able to win this game pretty convincingly. And I think that's exactly what kind of happened. You saw, yeah, they use Nowoski a lot. They use Pat O'Connor a lot today, and we don't have the official snap count yet. We'll have that tomorrow. But I think they want to just get some other guys out there. And Nate Hutchinson, I felt like looked pretty good. There was a couple injury scares in that game, but able to get back up and do his thing. I thought Aiden Hutchinson looked like Aiden Hutchinson today, which is really good. Another punch fumble today for him. I think he said
should have too.
He should have, man. He was like very close to the other one on Flacco. I think Hutchinson said after the Derrick Henry one last week on Monday Night Football, that was his first one ever of punching a ball out ever in his career. And now he has, 2 in 2 weeks. So that's really good stuff, man. Really encouraging to see kind of Hutch really ramp up and being the player that we know that he could definitely be. And, obviously we know what Hutch could be. The injury was very serious, but to actually see it on the field, man, is just really, really encouraging. Because like we said, man, it's the NFL, man. There's upsets every single week. You saw it last week just with Cleveland, right? When they upset the Green Bay Packers. So to see the Lions do what they had to do and kind of what we expect to do is really, really encouraging because you just never know in this league, man. And like you said, after that first drive, it'd be like, oh, okay, maybe we didn't give too much credit to this Cleveland team, but after that, they really played their style of football, and I thought the defense did a very good job. I mean, 10 points, you're never gonna complain about it, man.
Yeah, 10 points. Yeah, like I said, yeah, you hold an NFL team to 10 points, more than likely you're gonna win the game. 10 or less points. But yeah, big credit to that defense and them able to make adjustments. I mean, I know they don't start off the fastest, but they're able to make adjustments and really, shut out these teams and try to take away their best weapons and what these offensive teams want to do. And they're able to, they're able to take it away that second half. In this game, they're able to take away pretty much after the first drive, they're able to take it away. So, big kudos to Coach Shep, man. Coach Shep is playing his ass off as a defensive coordinator.
Hey, Shep's a former linebacker, and I think his linebackers are playing a really high ball right now. I mean, Jack Campbell, these last 2 games has been phenomenal. Tackling, coverage, I thought was really good. And then Anzalone, I mean, these are 2 good tight ends, man. You're going against David Njoku, pretty much completely took him out the game, was not really even a factor in this game. Barely saw him on the field, it feels like. And same with Harold Fannin. He got a couple targets as well. But I thought Anzalone, Jack Campbell, they were flying around, and they put him in some tough spots, one-on-one coverage, linebacker and tight end. Usually you're going to favor the tight end to win that matchup. And Flacco threw some good balls, to the tight end. And I thought the coverage was really good, especially with those linebackers. That's really good stuff out of them, man. We know Shep is a former linebacker. That's his forte. But they've been really balling. The tackling has been phenomenal, this team. You're not really seeing many missed tackles from this defense. I feel like they're wrapping up really well. And just a really, really impressive overall day from this defense. I'm really impressed with Calvin Shepard, man. I know this is not the matchup like you're going to go like crazy about. It's the Cleveland Browns. It is what it is. But from what we've seen these first 4 weeks as a rookie coordinator, calling for the first time ever in his life, calling plays, like there's not been an adjustment period with Calvin Shepard. If anything, I think it's gotten better with what he's getting out of these guys right now. I think he's getting the most out of these guys right now. And Calvin Shepard is looking very, very promising as defensive coordinator. Like that was a question mark coming into the season. What is the adjustment going to be with going from Aaron Glenn, an experienced play caller, now to Calvin Shepard, who's never called plays in his life? And if you didn't know that, I feel like you wouldn't be able to tell that with this defense right now. I feel like the play calling has been phenomenal, like I said, and maybe arguably even better from years past.
Yeah, no, this defense has been better, and the way they're able to attack the quarterback and make plays, either stopping the run or defending the pass. Like today, look at Joe Flacco's numbers, and I know he's not one of the best quarterbacks, but only 184 passing yards and 2 interceptions, no touchdowns for Joe Flacco. I mean, I don't remember the last time we did that. It doesn't matter who he played. That's just a good defensive performance, man.
Yeah, run defense is really good as well. I mean, kind of like what we expected, but I think the run defense has been really good, and that's going to be their bread and butter all year. Like that's going to be the tone setter. Is like try to eliminate the run early on and make teams one-dimensional and be a passing team. And when you come to Ford Field, man, it's not easy. It's loud in there. They're ruckus at Ford Field. It's not easy to pass the ball there, man, especially if those complicated plays on offense. Like the Lions defense could cause some ruckus, and we saw that today, man. Cleveland was over their head today. They didn't have any answers for the team. And like I said, man, you saw two completely different teams today. Two different teams in different spots right now. The Lions are in a Super Bowl window right now. They're ready to win right now. Cleveland is an upcoming team that is trying to build from this defense and hopefully looking for an offense future, soon. When you see it on the field actually happen, though, man, it's just really, really encouraging. And you just got after it, man. Do what you got to do. Taking care of business. That's the motto today. It was taking care of business. You are the better football team. Go show it. And today, after that first drive defensively, they absolutely showed that, man. The Detroit Lions are a better team than the Cleveland Browns, and they went out there and took care of business, beat this team convincingly. That's what you want to see, man. That's the main takeaway. We could talk all day about specific player performances, all that. I want to see the Lions dominate the Cleveland Browns. I think the Lions dominate the Cleveland Browns, and that's encouraging, man. Don't stoop down to your level. We see upsets all the time. Don't even make it a conversation. And the Lions did a very good job of shutting that down very quickly after that first drive and showing, hey, we're the better team offensively, defensively, and special teams. Even Khalif Raymond chose that with this punt return touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Lions teams in the past, will scoop down to the levels of their opponents. Not this Lions team. If they're the better team, they're going to show that they're the better team, and that's what they did today, man. They got to keep doing that.
Yep, it's just good stuff, man. That's like there's not really much to say from this game because they took care of business, they did what they had to do, and that's what you want to see, man. As a Lions fan, like you're leaving after the Sunday and saying, "Hey, I'm satisfied. I feel good." Like you're not going to be going jumping and say, "Hey, let's go. We beat the Cleveland Browns," but hey, we took care of business. You dominated the team that you're better than. That is what it is, man. Like that's what you want to see of this team. Don't even make it a conversation. And I think we did what we had to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What other talking points do we have in this game? I'm trying to really think right now. I feel like that like there's not really much to talk about in this game. Like they just did what they had to do.
That's what they did. Shit. Want to go to Oopsie Doopsie and Ball of the Week?
I think it's time for that. Like I know this is not there's not much analysts, but like what do you want me to say? The Lions kicked ass today. The Lions kicked ass on both sides of the football. Every phase of the football, they kicked ass. They kicked ass from offense, defense, especially. They kicked ass today, man. I'm just hoping now DJ Reed's okay. That's my biggest concern now leaving this game. Is like let's hope DJ Reed's good and hopefully we didn't suffer any big injuries and that's it, man. But like if you're talking about the game itself and what we saw, you guys saw it. They dominated from start to finish.
Well, let's ask this question. Even though he did get hurt, what was your thoughts on your favorite player, number 6?
I mean, not great. I mean, in his limited snaps, I thought they were still not great. Like, I still think he is a guy that when you look and you play the Detroit Lions, that's still a guy you're going to pick on. He didn't prove anything today to make you think elsewise. So, you play Cincinnati next week. Cincinnati's going to look at the same thing. Where's number 6 in the field? If he's out there, they're going to pick on him. And as they should, until he proves it, teams are going to pick on him. Cleveland was doing a little bit, and he didn't show anything to really make me feel promise of anything's different with Terrion. It wasn't a good game. It wasn't necessarily a terrible game from him, but in his limited snaps, I thought he was, I don't know. I guess he was fine.
I mean, if you ask me, it really looks like that Amik Robinson is a better player.
I don't even think it's a question.
Yeah, he's a better player. I mean, even when he was out there today, he gave up that one big play. But other than that, he was always around the ball. Had some pass breakups. But most importantly, he's not holding goddamn play every goddamn drive. That's the most important thing. And those penalties, it's hurting the Lions. And he needs to get it together, man. I really think that they should make the switch. Whether he's healthy or not, I think it should be Amik Robinson in there. Because I think the defense play a lot better when he's in there.
So let's say Reed has to miss next game, and it didn't look great. Let's say Terrion's fine, and he's healthy, he's good to go.
Yeah.
Are you on Rockius? Because we know Amik's going to take one spot now for sure, now if DJ Reed is out.
Yeah.
Are you rolling Arnold, or are you rolling Rockius in, or are you doing this little committee thing going, drive by drive?
I mean, you got to see who's a better player between him and Rocky Sid. That's the thing.
I think it's a question right now. It's not a definitive answer.
Exactly. Who's better, him or Rocky Sid? I mean, if
we don't know yet.
Is better, you may have to Rocky Sid. Amik hasn't showed much other than
Arnold.
that Yeah, my bad. Terrion Arnold hasn't shown much other than that he can grab the guys when they're downfield and commit these penalties. That's the only thing he's shown me is that he mastered the art of committing penalties. He needs to get away from that. If he's, has a game where he's not committing all these penalties, then I'll be okay with it. I mean, you gotta have some kind of balance. Like if you're committing penalties, you gotta ball the fuck out. Like I'm gonna give you an example. Brian Branch commits a lot of penalties.
Yeah.
But he balls the fuck out. I'm okay with that. If Brian Branch had a few penalties here or there, but he makes big plays, I'm okay with it. But you can't commit all these penalties and then do nothing. You know what I mean? So there gotta be some kind of balance. He gotta clean it up. If not, man, maybe Rocky Sin starts.
Yeah. That's the problem. There's not a balance right now. It's just bad football out of Arnold right now. There's not a balance right now. Like you said, like with Branch, you're getting 90% of good football, and he'll cause some penalties. He's gonna, get some penalties on him, and it is what it is. Like with Branch, I'm okay with it because he's using his aggressiveness, and sometimes it's not going to go his way. But like for the most part, it's going to go his way. And if he's using his aggressiveness a good way, that's fine. And I think that's what Lions fans were hoping with Arnold because like a lot of it were like, he's sticky, he's there. They're just like handsy plays, and if he could just fix that, it'll be better. But the problem is, man, I mean, we're now a year and a month into this thing. He's still a young player. There's still time to correct this, but like it's go time, man. Like we have a window right now. We're not playing the rebuild line to see if you're a guy or not. We're playing to see who's the best 11 guys out there. Yeah. And the best 11 guys have to be out there. And right now, number 6, Terrion Arnold is not a definitive yes if he's fitted for that job right now.
Yeah, no, he's not. He needs to get better, man. I mean, we'll see what they do next week if he's gonna be out there, if he's even healthy enough to play. If he's healthy enough to play, let's see if he's out there. I don't know, man.
You got 2 elite receivers next week. You got Jamar Chase, one of the best receivers in the league, and you got T. Higgins, who could be a number 1 in a lot of teams right now.
Is Joe Burrow going to be out there though?
No, he's out for 3 months, so it's gonna be Jake Browning.
Okay, so I mean we have a shot. That dude turns the ball over a lot.
I mean, the Lions, we're not talking about the Bengals right now. They should win that game. They should win that game. But overall, though, like seeing who's meant for the spot, who is meant for the when we're playing more competitive games, down the stretch in December and January and hopefully February, I need a definitive answer. And right now, we have a hole right now at the other cornerback spot. DJ Reed, if he's healthy, he's a guy. He's fine. He's going to hold down his spot. The other side is a complete question mark right now.
Yeah, I mean, if DJ Reed is healthy going forward, I think it's just throw Meek out there and just stop making it complicated. Yeah. He's a better player. Have him out there. And then if Terrion shows, in practice that he's coming along and he's making plays in practice, and then it could translate to the field on Sundays, then he could try putting Terrion out there. But I don't know.
So we actually got an update from Dan Campbell right now. Speaking of the cornerbacks, conveniently, DJ Reed, he says, I don't know how long, but I don't see him playing next week versus Cincinnati, which I think that's fair because getting the card out and being, obviously frustrated with it. Didn't look great. So we'll see. So it doesn't look great for next week. Arnold doesn't feel like it's a major injury, but unclear for next week. So we'll see what happens there in the practice report going into this game. But sounds like Arnold avoided a major injury, but DJ Reed is big wait and see right now.
That's worst case scenario, pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much worst case scenario. But like I said, we have depth, and those guys have experience. It's not like last year where we had Kendall Vildor out there. When a guy went out, he was the next in line. We have some guys. So yeah. I'm confident in these guys. I'm not like down.
No, not yet. It's only we're going to play October. It's about to be October soon, so it's still a lot early. It's still really early. You could, shake some things up right now, and they have depth that I think could hold them down for now. Right? I think that's fine. I think people are just looking big picture wise right now. That could be a potential. Just needing at least just another guy that you could trust on, just in case something does happen.
Like imagine the next guy in line was Kendall Vildor.
Yeah, I'd be
that was our situation last year.
Yeah.
It was like, oh shit, he's next in line. Like he's the next guy in line. Like then he had some worries. But then you look at this team. You got Kendall, you got not Kendall, but you have
Rock
you know,
Sin
Rock Sin,
and Khalil Dorsey.
Khalil Dorsey. Who's the other guy that plays safety for us today?
Avonte Maddox.
Yeah, Devontae Maddox. He could play corner as well. We have guys. We have guys.
Yeah.
There's another guy. Number 30. Can't think of his name.
That's Dorsey.
Dorsey.
Yeah.
He's okay too. He's okay at corner. I'm okay with him. I'm confident these guys.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm okay. I'm confident these guys that they could hold their own for a few weeks. Hopefully, it's not nothing major. I have bigger question mark on Terran Arnold, to be honest with you.
I agree.
And his ability to play the cornerback position without committing all these penalties every week.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Aiden Hutchinson summed up this game perfectly. Right now, he's doing his press conference. He goes, "Today's one of those days, just having fun out there." I think that's a perfect sum up of this game right now.
Yeah. I mean, other than the injuries, seeing guys get injured is never fun. But
no, but like I think the product itself on the field, that's exactly what it was. Just go out there, have fun, and I think they had fun today.
They did.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Oopsie doopsie and ball of the week. I'll give you the honor to crown the ball of the week first. What do you got here?
This is real easy, real simple. I'm going with number 97, Aiden Hutchinson. I think he made his presence felt early and often this game. He had 2 sacks, 1 fumble force, and who knows of his pressure numbers? I don't have exact pressure numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's high. Yeah, it's going to be pretty high. So, real simple. Ball of the week goes to number 97, Aiden Hutchinson.
Yep. There you go. I'm hoping to hear more of those going forward in the season. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
I know we didn't talk about this, but I want to get in before we get there. Is that Kirby Joseph's easiest interception in his career? And is it going to be his easiest interception?
I don't know what the fuck with that.
What was that, man?
He just yeeted. That was a yeet.
I feel like the pressure wasn't even like crazy that play. Like he could have easily threw that ball away or just threw it to a receiver or something.
It had to be a miscommunication. It's somewhere in the miscommunication somewhere. I'm not sure the receiver read the wrong route or Flacco just thought, hey, the receiver's supposed to go this route. It's miscommunication somewhere because there was nobody in sight. They all ran hitches. It was and then he threw the ball deep. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
All right. Oopsie doopsie of the week. Who we going here? Oopsie doopsie of the week. Hurts me to say. Vilma and Kenny Elber, they called their game today. They didn't piss me off too much. So I can't go that way.
I didn't
hear Deion Branch. I didn't hear no Deion Branch. So Vilma was fine on my end. And so I'm not going to give it to him. Kenny Elber, I didn't love hearing them, but it is what it is. So, but they didn't do anything to piss me off to crown them oopsie doopsie of the week. I'm going to go one that's maybe a little surprising. I didn't think it was his best game today. I'm going to go Jameson Williams. I think he had a couple key drops in this game. And I just feel like there were some big plays that could have happened that, it was either a bad drop. And it kind of reminded me a little bit. I'm not concerned overall big picture looking the long term, but it reminded me a little bit of his rookie year when he was having those drops a little bit, or his second year when he was having those drops. Like good passes from Goff, just couldn't come down with it. And there were some like really big ones. I feel like he could have maybe even took for a touchdown or just get a first down, keep the drive going, and just some bad drops for him. So one of his more poor games we've seen out of him from a while. Overall, like we said, man, the Lions scored 37 points. There's not many 34, sorry. There's not many points where you're going to look at and say this guy looked bad out there. And I think if we had to choose one guy out there, I think it's James Williams, who I thought had a poor game today.
Yeah,
I'm going to give James Williams my episode.
Yeah, I mean, he deserved it. I mean, he had a poor game. I mean, one of my favorite players. I think he's going to bounce back and have a really great game next week. But I mean, he's crowned Uchi Dupes of the week. I think only because I think Terry Arnold didn't have a full game. I think
That's fair.
I think Terry Arnold would have played the whole game. I think he'll end up winning it convincingly. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I mean,
even if Arnold played the game, man, this defense was just flying around, man. I don't even know if Flacco would be able to target Arnold because they were flying, man. Every single play, it felt like they were getting consistent pressure. Whenever they're trying to pass the ball, like he just did not have time in the pocket. And that's just been an issue for the Cleveland Browns so far this season. And realistically, probably going to be a problem all year for them.
Yeah. I mean, 2 backup tackles, that's never a good scenario.
And their starting tackles are not even anything to brag about either, even if they had those guys out there. I mean, we saw Cornelius Lucas out there. Come on, man. Like I mean, Joe Flacco's not a good quarterback at this age. Whatever, he's 40 years old. But my goodness, man, how are you gonna have Cornelius Lucas blocking for Joe Flacco, man? I mean, Cornelius Lucas wasn't good for the Lions in 2016. That was 9 years ago. Cornelius Lucas is playing starting offensive tackle in the NFL in 2025. That is completely absurd. That should not be a thing.
I think he's only in there by default. Like, he's not supposed to be in there.
How is he in the NFL? You're trying to tell me there's not one guy in America that could play better offensive line than Cornelius Lucas at this point of his career?
I mean, as a backup, maybe he's a good swing tackle. I mean, he's like he's like our Dan Skipper. I mean,
we had him. I didn't like him when he was our swing tackle.
I didn't like him either.
He was terrible.
I don't know, man. That's their backup tackle.
Cornelius Lucas, 34. Come on, man. He should have been out of the league probably when he was 27 in his prime of his career. We're talking 34-year-old Cornelius Lucas blocking in the NFL all game long. That is completely absurd to me.
And for his standard, he did okay. For his standard, for him. Because they didn't help. They didn't double a lot.
Yeah.
So you're looking at him trying to contain 800 by himself. I mean, looking at that. I mean, AJ Hutchinson should have had more plays. He should have made more plays. But I mean, you're looking at for him to do it by himself, I guess it's okay.
Yeah. Well, if we were a Browns spot, he'd probably be my oopsie do. Well, I could probably go any other way with the Browns right now, but whatever. That's a different story on a different day.
No, you have to give it to Joe. You have to give it to Joe Flacco. That play, that interception alone crowns you oopsie doopsie of the week.
Probably.
Yeah, there's no way.
Probably. All right. I think that's going to be a wrap. You got anything else to add, Malcolm, or no?
No, man. Let's get ready for next week, man.
Let's get ready for next week. We got Cincy on the road. We got 2 road games in a row. We got Cincinnati. We got Kansas City. So 2 road games in a row. 2 top AFC teams, on people thought coming into the year at least.
Yeah, and who's going to Arrowhead?
We're going to Arrowhead in 2 weeks. We're going to Arrowhead in 2 weeks. Yeah. So
yes, sir.
We'll be in presence. So if you guys are going to be out there, look out for us there. So yeah, come look out for us in Arrowhead. We'll be out there, and hopefully the Lions could sweep these next 2 games, 2 road games in a row. Hopefully they could sweep out there. That'd be some big time stuff. All right, well that's it. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and we'll see you guys later on the week for a Cincinnati Bengals game preview. So I'm out, guys. Peace.
All right, y'all. It's your boy Malcolm, and I am out. Peace.